All right, first off, Roger, just talk a little bit about two races at MIS this coming season. Talk about what fans and maybe even what the drivers are going to see different at MIS this year.
Oh, we've got a lot. I mean, just the last 3 years, we've spent $55 million upgrading the facility. This year, we widened all the seats on the front stretch. Brand new media center, suite building in the infield, a bunch of work done for the infield campers. So they're going to see a lot of really cool and exciting things, and we're going to keep going. Next couple of years, we'll invest a lot more money and keep the improvements going.
As far as it goes, a lot of fans, obviously, there are a lot of racing fans from Indiana, a lot of them from Fort Wayne. What do you see as something that really gets the people excited from Fort Wayne to get them up at MIS?
Well, MIS is so close, and I'm a Hoosier myself from Terre Haute, and I used to drive all the way up from Terre Haute to go to MIS. It's such a special place, and it's nothing against the other racetracks in our area, and the Brickyard, Chicago, places like that, but MIS just has a really special culture for the fans, the tailgating, the camping, and I think that's a big draw. It's a great high-speed 2-mile oval. You can see all the way around. It's got a lot of action. It's very wide. It's very fast, so it's kind of got a little bit of everything for everybody, and it's such a great kind of community atmosphere up there.
Yeah, you're one of the few tracks that have multiple races throughout the season. That's got to be a big feather in your hat.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's special, and it's a real testament to, in the tough economy that we've had, that we've still had 100,000 fans to both races last year, and I think that spoke volumes to NASCAR about the loyalty of not just the fans in Michigan, but here in northern Indiana, parts of Ohio, even the Canadians that come over for us, to have the tough times that we've had the last couple of years and still have a crowd like that. I feel pretty good we're going to have a couple dates for the foreseeable future. You know,
NASCAR as a whole has been growing for the last 10 years and really kind of starting to take on the NFL and other more established sporting cultures out there. What do you see as the next step for NASCAR?
Well, I think to get through this economic downturn that we've all faced, that all sports have been in, I think getting through that, I think they're doing a real good job of starting to listen to the fans again. There was so much just growth, explosion, be it TV or radio, attendance, sponsorship. I think now getting back to the roots and the interaction between the drivers and the fans, taking some cost out of the sport. I mean, I think it's going to be very important to lower how much it costs to race so you can get some new sponsors in, you can get some new owners in. I mean, I love Rick Hendrick, but I mean, he's got a lot of cars. I'd like to see some new owners in there, and I think NASCAR is working on all that. It's going to take a couple of years. It's not something you turn on a dime, but I think they definitely hear what the fans are saying, and they're going to make some appropriate changes.
Speaking of new things, obviously kind of the buzzword around the racing world is Danica Patrick making her foray into stock cars. How much does that help just NASCAR across the board and people like you that are putting on races?
Well, I think it rising tide floats all boats, kind of cliche. I mean, she's a brand onto herself, and whether she wins, finishes in the middle, or crashes on the first lap, which I don't think she will, but she's just so important to racing, period. And you look at what she's done in open wheel and now coming over to NASCAR. It's also a great draw for girls, and continue to get them excited and interested, but boys as well obviously are excited about Danica. So she's going to do a great job, and I think overall all the drivers are doing a great job this year, interacting more with the fans, letting their personality show. So it's going to be great to have her up there in August.
When Tiger Woods burst on the scene in golf and became such a dominant golfer, people talked about lengthening the course and tiger-proofing the course. Are you guys going to start Jimmy-proofing the tracks out there?
Well, we don't have to, because he ran out of gas twice last year on the last lap with us. So I think we've Jimmy-proofed it for him. But we've had some really great racing up there, and look forward to it again this year. And I think it'll be very competitive. With the wing going off and the spoiler back on, I think we're going to see some great racing up at MIS and all the other tracks as well.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Mark Martin is a 5-time winner at Michigan International Speedway?
Oh, gosh, I don't know. You know more than I do. I just work there. I know Mark has won. He won last year, but he'll be back and running strong. Dale Jr. won a couple years ago. Boy, it'd be great to get him back in victory lane. The Roush guys always run well there in any race, whether it's ARCA, the Camping World Truck Series, Nationwide Cup. We even let Jack do the flyover in his P51. He's so dominant up there. So they'll be good again.
All right. Anything else you'd like to add?
Just how important Fort Wayne is to us. We get a lot of fans from here. That's why we're down here today, just to say thanks to all the fans that come up and support MIS from around here. We greatly appreciate it.